I'll give you bonus points if you know what we're supposed to be referencing to do this problem.
What was it, what theorem? Not mean value, but.
Just the
Intermediate value theorem, they said it's continuous. Okay, so in order to guarantee that I'm gonna hit 1/2 at least twice, what does K need to be? Kinda obvious. No, 0. Here's the thing about 0. Okay, look at your Y values. If you
Oh, yeah,
go-
it went from 1 to 0.
you had to hit 1/2 on the way
Yes.
down, and then from 0 to 2, you had to hit it on the way up. So why isn't it 1/2?
Because you just continue going up, you only have.
Because you never hit.
You would only be guaranteed to hit it once. You'd hit it once for sure, but it may
But
have
you-
bounced and gone back up, and you didn't know if it actually crossed over. So the answer for that one is 0. Very good. And what is intermediate value? And notice how they hid intermediate value theorem in that problem. They didn't come flat out and say it, but that's what they did there. 27. What is the average man, it's like they're doing everything here. What is the average value of y equals x squared square root of x cubed plus 1 on the interval from 0 to 2? Oh, gosh golly, how do I do average value?
I can't remember. I'm sure I can, but.
Plug in. Evaluate from 2 to 0,
Okay,
and then divide by 2.
right. That's this thing, average value.
And I think that we learned like a couple times.
Yeah. I think we've learned a few times already.
Did we do this yesterday too?
Yeah, we've done it most days, yes.
Doing it per parameters. No, we don't.
I think a lot of our quests have had some kind of average value thrown in there.
Yeah.
U sub, this one's U sub.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's actually a really good use of.
It's actually a very, very nice U sub, and some of you are clever enough to look at this and say, I'm gonna have to put a 1/3 in there,
Yeah.
okay? So over to the side, we let U be x cubed plus 1.
1.
du is 3x squared dx. So 1/3 du equals x squared dx.
Which I put
Okay.
1/6 up front.
So the 1/2 out front coupled with the 1/3 gives me a 1/6. This will give us a square root of u, or u to the 1/2. Again, it's multiple choice, cut off every corner you possibly can, shave all the time off you can. I'll go ahead and change this. If x is 0, y is 1, and if x is 2, 9. Is that right? Okay, so we never have to bother going back again. This is going to give me, let's come in here, 1/6.
Is that to the 1/2
That is, it's,
then?
it would be the square root,
see, so
and I'm trying to cut off as many corners as I can.
3 to the.
2, was it 3/2? 2/3, we'll clean that up in a second. U to the 3/2 from 1 to 9, and both 1 and 9 work beautifully in this problem. Okay, that's gonna cancel 1/9. Did I do that right? Okay, 9, square root of 9 is 3, 3 cubed is 27.
Yep.
1 is 1, so we get 26 over 9.
Hey,
A? You got one right.
A's making a comeback. I got like a few right.
You right.
Yeah, a few.
A.
We're at E.
Really?
So there's one,
What an easy way to end the.
2,
Alright, we have
3.
f of x is equal to tangent of 2x.
Okay.
And I want to know f prime of pi sixth. I need f prime first. What is f prime?
Secant squared
Secant squared of 2x
times 2.
times 2, because that little teeny tiny chain there. Good for remembering that. So f prime of pi sixth is gonna be 2 times secant squared of pi thirds.
Which
Is that right? Okay, pi thirds.
thirds.
Secant I don't do, cosine. Cosine of pi thirds, a half,
Mhm.
a half. Secant would therefore be 2.
Mhm.
2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8.
8. I have 7 right.
Hey, 7 out of 28. You only need 13 more on the calculator part. Did you get it right?
Calculator.
How many did you get right? Yeah, I was just guessing. See?
All of it?
What's calculation?
I didn't work that.
I'll count for
I
you.
like, oh.
2, 3.
4? That's it?
That's
See,
it?
I did better than her.
D? I thought it was more.
4 little C.
5.
Can I beat it?
No, she said hers is C
Oh, I
was
thought D
4.
was more. I'm gonna be like, wait, this is
6. I only got that can be right. 6 for me. Hey, I'll beat both of y'all if that's right.
What are we up to? 6D, 4C, that's 10.
1,
Maybe.
How many did you say you got right?
2, 3.
I have the answer. I
4.
could just look it up on.
Do you have like on the
Yeah,
side
there's
of,
only
the-
6
on the
feet.
side,
Not after
I beat
that,
you, Shannon, by 1.
do you
Yeah,
have
well,
on the
Aw.
side like the average?
I was thinking like
It's
just
25%.
deep.
I made a
Also-
comeback at the end. The last.
It doesn't always
There's
come out
3
to
on the last
exactly
ones that were
20%.
like,
But I mean, like-
hey, I made a comeback.
There's like 12%
What'd you
of
ask
C,
for?
20% of.
1,
I don't know, I haven't done
2.
that. It changes every year.
But I'm saying like, you can see, maybe there's a pattern.
3.
Statistically, if a computer generates the answers, it will be evenly spread. If a human generates the answers, it will tend to
5.
congregate towards
It's
the
B.
center.
There's 5 B's.
So that's why it used to be C a lot, because when they're handmade.
Right. People tend
Which
to
makes-
like things to be averaged or nice in the middle and things like that, so.
Well, but like, when I put
subconsciously-
P on A, it's like, and you put some in the C and they're like, and they just think they're not allowed C. It's like when they go A, B, C, D, E, D, C, B, A.
A is the winner.
C will always be the most, because it's in the middle.
What now?
This is, I don't know if I told you that. When I taught statistics, we would do an experiment. And I sent the kids home, and the only homework assignment they had was 2 things. Number 1, flip a penny 50 times and just record heads, tails, whatever. So just list it. So you'd have 50 and it'd be like heads, tails, heads, tails, heads, tails, and that's all they would do is HD. And the second thing that are homework is to make up a string of 50 numbers, or 50 heads, tails. So just make up, pretend like you flipped it in your head and just make up a sequence of heads, tails. And 90% of the time you can guess which one is the coin and which one is the human made up one.
Because they will have like the head.
Humans don't like too many together, so after about 3, they would switch over. Where if it was the coin flip, you'd statistically probably get a string of 4 in
That's how it
there.
is. Once you see like 4.
You're like,
in
I
a
gotta
row-
pick something else, yeah.
4 in a row, you're like, oh my god, what is wrong? Did I do something wrong?
I did something.
That's what like
in
this
this
does it all.
last
Tells us all the time. It's like it's don't care if it's 4.
And
It's like
I
no.
like flip these pennies at a certain order. Alright.
All right, we will tackle the calculator tomorrow. The rest of the time, if you want to, lunch is about to happen. For the rest of you, if you know you're not gonna be here tomorrow, make sure I have your quest before you leave. I am not doing any extra time, so if that quest is not in my hand when class is done tomorrow, then it's a 0.
Have I ever mentioned how much I hate
Don't
statistics?
you like it? You.
I'm not a fan of it. It's the black sheep of my
I like
family.
It's like, okay, 50-50. I just got 50 heads in a row. That makes
Statistically
Statistically
improbable, but,
possible.
yeah, improbable.
Improbable and possible is my main theory. It's like,
What else?
I think it's my whole theory of it's not 0, it's not 100, it's something, it doesn't matter. If it has a 0 chance of happening, it's not going to happen. It's a 100 chance, it's going to happen. If it's 1 in 2, it's random.
Well, but you
No
can
way to-
affect the randomness, kinda. Everybody has quests for the break, 2 of them. Make sure you bring 1 back. At least 1 back. You can turn them both in if you want to, but at least 1 back to me on Tuesday and at least 1 back to
The
me.
right one.
Yeah, the correct one.
I mean the one to do the wrong
You
one.
erased the other side of the board?
I did.
Oh, no, I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna go get my my
Oh.
fancy chicken thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's gross.
Maybe yours was gross, but mine's good.